Hello class and welcome to week 11 in CSIT120. The first thing I would like to cover is an announcement I'm getting ready to send out. The week 11 activities have been launched. You're currently watching the week 11 intro right now, but the following week 10 activities are due today, Sunday 10:30 at 12 p.m. noon. Hopefully most have completed the Axis 1 simulation. Due today is quiz 7, homework 7, and Axis 1 grader. A couple of notes here. Remember, I assume that the quizzes and exams are all open book, so students can be using your PowerPoints as you're going through the quizzes and the tests. For homework 7, make sure you look through the Chapter 7 PowerPoints. There's 2 questions in there in particular, question number 6 and question number 9, where the answers are actually in the answers are in the PowerPoint. Okay, and then you also have Axis 1 grader. Hold on, let me grab my door here. So for anybody that's using a Mac OS computer, you'll find that there is no Access on Mac OS for the Office for Macintosh. Therefore, you'll need to either go to the school and use the school computers, or you can access a virtual PC through your Mac using VMware Horizon. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So if we come up here, and you have to type https:// and then view.miracosta.edu. Once you do this, you're going to have 2 options. One is to install the client. This gives you a little bit better experience, but you can also use the HTML access. When you click this, the first time it's going to ask you to put in a server name, and for the server, you're going to put view.miracosta.edu. It's right up here, the same site you went to. Once you accept this agreement and put it in for the first time, it's going to ask you for a username and a password, and this is simply going to be your SURF username and password. My recommendation is to use the Windows 7 client, because this is what all the machines on campus are set up like. Once you click on this, then this will give you essentially a virtual Windows machine within inside either your Mac OS or a Windows machine. Perhaps a person has Mac, or they have Windows Office for Home, which does not include Access. Only the professional version does. So what you can do is, I strongly recommend making like a CSIT120 folder. And if you are using View, once you get into View, then launch your browser. So I'm going to launch my browser here, and notice that this is going to be within the VMware virtual machine, not on my browser of the host machine. And you can simply go to blackboard.miracosta.edu and then log in, and then you log in with your SURF username and password. And then once you're inside here, now launch the My IT Lab and do all of your work within this, within the virtual PC. So just click on My IT, because if you don't do this, you're going to have possibly some files on your Macintosh or your Windows machine, and some files on your virtual machine. So the easiest way is to always log into the Horizon first, then launch everything from within Horizon. All right, so that's our discussion there. All right, so let's actually now look at our learning modules for this week. And we're in module number 3, week number 11. And we're going to be covering social media information systems this week. So if we go here, Access 2 simulation is going to be due on Thursday, November 3rd at 11:59. This is a bit of a longer simulation, so if most of your simulations took people a half hour to 45 minutes, I would say this one's going to take an extra 15 minutes. It's pretty detailed and long. Also, I always encourage students to go through the PowerPoints at a minimum, the slides. If you don't understand something, please look at the video lectures down here, so you'll see the in-class. And then once you do that, then go take the quiz, but again, it's open book. For homework 8, you're going to do a discussion board. So you'll come in and you're going to talk about either Sephora or Lee Nielsen and their use of social media. So you'll come in here and you're going to answer the 3 questions that are from your book on page 221. And that's going to be chapter 8, question number 3. So I'm looking for students to put, 25 words. So that's 2, 3, 4 sentences for each one. Also, I'll put in here, I will give extra credit of 1.5 points for each response you do to someone else in a class for a cap of 3 points extra credit. So that can give somebody up to 18 out of 15. So that could help your grade out. Also, the other thing that I'd like to point out is the Access case study. So once you finish Access 2 simulation, you will do the post exercise as part of the Access case study. If you go into learning modules, and if you go into Access, you'll see that there's an Access case study here. And this is what we're doing in class. So this is the in-class examples. Here's the directions, and here's the Looney Tunes file we start off with in Excel. So part of this is doing a normalization exercise. And then once you do the normalization exercise, then what we're going to do is import those files into Access to create relationships, then queries, then forms and reports. Here's 3 videos I highly suggest watching. If you do, it'll make much more sense, and it walks you through, steps you through everything. And then you're going to complete the Access case study assignment. Do not complete the in-class example as the Access study assignment. This is just for practice only to show you, but this closely follows along. Instead of having Looney Tunes, you'll be dealing with The Simpsons. So for this one, you need to submit the normalized Simpsons Excel file, the Access file, and PDF files. If you get stuck, then you can refer up into the in-class directions as well as these videos, or you can come to office hours or virtual office hours via Zoom, and there's also task as well. The other thing I like to point out is that I like persons to start looking at the final project. That's going to be where each group creates a website, and you're going to be working with virtual reality, augmented reality. So there's a couple different platforms out there. There's Microsoft HoloLens that's currently in development. You can get beta versions of that if you're a developer. But there are 2 production systems out there. One is Oculus Rift, and the other one is HTC Vive. If you go to Fashion Valley, you can even see an HTC Vive demonstration in the Microsoft Store. So here's the case study. There's several different files we're going to be, and this is going to be kind of a comprehensive review of everything we've covered over the semester so far. So there's a couple templates you can use, the 5 forces template and the value chains template. Here's the instructions and here's the rubric. So what I'd like each person to do is read through these files, become familiar with it, and then you can start reaching out to your groups. I would like to have one person in charge of each group. That person will receive a 5-point bonus for this assignment, and this assignment is worth 100 points and 10% of your grade. So everybody needs to participate on this exercise. If a person does not participate on this exercise, they won't get 10% of their grade, so that's a whole letter grade. So anyone getting an A will go down to a B, B, C, and so on down the line. But hopefully everybody will participate on this exercise. It's really fun, and students always love to do this. So you'll be using, my recommendation is to work with each other either at a coffee shop or on campus, or you guys can also work with each other via Zoom. You can Zoom each other. I've Zoomed with many people in the classroom already, so you can use that to collaborate. So that covers this week. So it's kind of like a soft start for the web project. We'll officially kick it off next week. But if anybody wants to be the leader for their group, then let me know. Oh, excuse me. Let me know, and then you'll get, as long as you do a good job of leading a group, you'll get the 5 points. And to see what groups you're in, if you go into groups, and then you'll just see the group that you're in. I'd love to see folks customize their websites. You can go in and change the name for your group. And right now there's 6 persons per each group, right? So a lot on this video, but if you have any questions, by all means, please let me know. And I look forward to everybody finishing out the semester strong, as well as doing a great job on the final project and finishing out Access strong as well. All right, take care, everybody. See you, bye.